Hey guys, Masha here from Masha and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are setting up my new bullet journal, which is my third bullet journal. So for the cover, I like to go with something very simple and something that stays relevant, disregarding the style of the rest of the journal. So I just went with a year and some small starry doodles, and I've been dying to use my golden gel pen, so that was a win-win for me. But what I didn't expect is how long I had to wait before the pen would dry, because when I tried to erase the pencil, it smudged a lot. I had to use my favorite trick in the book, which is a white gel pen, to kind of fix it up. So it turned out okay, but yeah, that was a bit of a worrying thing. I also added a key to my cover page. I don't really need a key that much, but I thought in case it's your first Plan With Me video, you might find it useful to also see me setting up a key. So actually this Plan With Me video is how to fix your mistakes video, because I did a bunch of things that I really hated. For example, this is me setting up my future log, and I absolutely hated the header I had. Like, I think it's the ugliest thing I've ever made. So after being a psycho a little bit outside of the camera, I came up with a solution and just covered it with washi tape. And in the end, I'm actually super happy the way it looks, and it kind of brought all the look together, because I think gold and black looks stunning together. And it kind of set out the look for the rest of my yearly pages. So in the end, I'm quite happy with these mistakes. Like I always say, the pages on which I actually make mistakes are the ones that make me think more creatively and a bit outside of the box, and are usually the ones that turn out to be much nicer than the ones I planned before. Because washi tape is really not something I use a lot, and I really usually just wouldn't use it. And I'm happy this time the circumstances kind of forced me to do that. So for my next page, I am trying something new, something I didn't have in my previous journal. And this is basically an About Me page. So on the page on the left, I am writing some details about me, the way I am right now, about where I am with life, what I like about myself, what are some things I want to improve, and kind of trying to just build a picture of Masha in June 2019. Yes, because that video was actually shot all the way in June, but it just took me quite a bit to put it all together. So yeah, and then on the right side of this spread, I'm planning to create exactly the same page, an About Me page, but a year later. So this journal is actually twice the size of my last journal. So I'm really hoping that it's gonna last for a year for me. And so this is kind of my way of monitoring my progress and just seeing how I've changed, because I just find it's pretty interesting how I've been noticing a few things occasionally, like, oh wow, I did change a lot in this, but I kind of wanted to see more. So that was the idea behind these pages. And as you can see, I like this page to be a bit of a mind map style page, where I have a title in the middle, and then there are branches all over the page, different sections I highlighted in different colors. There are some doodles. It's kind of a visual notes, I think. That's just the format that I personally like creating, and I think visually is the easiest way to comprehend information. So yeah, I just try to create something that I can understand from just looking at it. So this is my year in Polaroids page. It's pretty simple and there's actually nothing there right now, but the idea is I actually have a little printer. It's on my table right now and I've had it for a while, but I don't really use it that much. And then I saw, I think Amanda Rach Lee having a similar page in her annual setup, and I thought that's a fantastic reason to incorporate these pictures in my bullet journal and use the printer more. What I'm doing right now is my looking forward to page, which is basically a list of the events which I'm looking forward to happen during this year of my bullet journal. As you know, some very big things are happening in my life, and in 2 months, actually 8 weeks, we are leaving China forever and we're moving to Bolivia. And it's a big change, and there are a lot of things I'm super excited about in the upcoming year. So I kind of just wanted to highlight a few of them in a separate page, and well, that's basically what I'm doing here. While I'm doing this page, just wanted to let you know that all the supplies I used in this setup will be linked below. So if you are wondering what is it I'm using, you can just check the description below. And yes, as you can see, my bullet journal setup routine is a little bit time consuming because I do everything in pencil first, but that's kind of my way to make sure that everything is well spaced and I can write all the information I want to write. So I was thinking of maybe making this page in color like I did with my About Me page, but once I was done with it, I realized that I would really prefer it to be in black and white. So I just took more of my black pens and kind of tried to highlight some elements of the page to make them stand out a little bit and just to make it more interesting. The next page is my things to check out page, which is gonna be just some shows and movies and books I hear about or I get recommended. I think also Amanda Rach Lee is the one who came up with this idea. But I thought it's super useful because that's something that happens all the time with me and my husband. We hear a lot of things and we're like, oh yeah, we should watch this, we should watch that, we should read that. But when the time comes to choose what's going to be our next thing, everything just gets forgotten. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this page. Next page I decided to do also in color, and this is my goals page. I'm not going to be filling it out on the camera because every time I'm setting my goals, it's a whole process and I want to take my time to make sure I set the right goals and stuff like that, but I will do the general setup here. So with my goals, just like with everything else, I really like the mind map structure. So I have 3 areas, which is Masha Plans Project, my health and wellness, and my personal growth. So all my goals will be divided in these 3 parts, and I kind of color coded them with 3 different colors. So on the right side is an empty page for a reason, because when the year passes and before moving to a new journal, I will go back here and the right page will be my accountability page. So this is actually last of my annual pages, and the further pages are already my June setup. I did compile a special playlist of my 2019 bullet journal where I will be putting all the Plan With Me videos, which I will be doing in this exact journal. So click the link here and I will see you in the next video. Keep bullet journaling and don't be a blob. Bye!